Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Anyway, so we are finally done, sorta, in the closet, and it's very exciting to be done.
Yes, it is. It was, the room was in disarray for a long time.
I don't know why you're acting like you're so dry. That's not how she is. Anyway, we want to talk about a couple things.
Yes.
So let's go over cost and why we chose to do the closet ourselves versus doing the Ikea Hack system or doing like California closets and letting them design and put the closet together for us. For me, it was the cost. What do you think?
Yeah, the cost. That's definitely number one. And then the other piece to that is, I mean, we knew we could do the work ourselves.
Right. So we priced out the Ikea Hack system, but just for this side of the wall, and it was going to be for 4 boxes, $1,600. And we'll talk about how much we spent actually in a few moments. And secondly, wood.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I mentioned previously that we used MDF, and I was wrong. We used
melamine.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said?
So I had mentioned before we used MDF, but Mia said it was actually called melamine. And the difference between MDF and melamine is because melamine is painted white. So that's why it looked like we had a white closet. MDF is just like the brown plain board that has to be treated with polyurethane. Typically you would want to treat it with polyurethane and then paint it because of the type of texture it is. It soaks up paint, and so that would have been a long process. And so it was already a long process turning a white closet black. We spent a little bit of money, a little bit of extra money getting the white melamine instead of the regular MDF. You didn't do plywood though. Why did you choose not to do plywood?
Plywood, for one, is actually more expensive, and the other thing is most shelving is actually made out of MDF or melamine versus plywood.
Okay. Although we did watch somebody who actually gave us the inspiration to do her closet, and I can't think of her name. Was it At Home with Stephanie? At Home with Stephanie, shout out to you. She did her own closet, which is what I watched, and she made it look so easy. She even thought about this IKEA hack with using the dressers. Mm-hmm. And she used plywood. She did. She had to do a lot of sanding, and I just wasn't. Yeah. I wasn't down for that. So
that saved us a huge step. The sanding, the applying the polyurethane when we just painted over the white melamine.
Okay. So Mia showed pictures of the closet, and she showed all of her amazing shoes that I purchased for her. Just kidding. But it looks like I don't have very many shoes, but that's because I have a closet upstairs in our house that Mia put together for me as well, and that's where 98% of my shoes are. But I do have a sneaker fetish as well, so this is my little sneaker, a little sneaker peek. I don't know. I also have to apologize. I was recording Mia cutting the wood and doing the what's the Craig Jing thing? Oh, she's doing pocket holes.
Pocket holes.
Because you have to put pocket holes in the wood for it so you can drill it into this other piece. Mm-hmm. That's why we don't have any. You could put other holes in here if you want to. There's a Craig jig for that as well. But we don't want that. This is our closet. It's custom for us. And when we sell the house, they will like it or they won't. So
they'll like it.
They will love it.
But that just makes it look more custom and more finished.
Yeah, I like not having all the extra holes to move shelves. Mm-hmm. But I lost the footage of her doing all that work, and I feel really bad. It's probably when I was in here messing around with Marquand and Shamar, so that's my fault. But she did. But she did do all the cutting. Like we actually bought a sheet of melamine.
Yes.
Which is how big, babe?
4 foot by 8 foot. And it's 3/4 inch thick.
And we had that cut down into 16-inch sheets.
Yes.
So it would make it easy to bring it home because the big sheets are really hard. We did that with a couple of them. That was too hard. So we had them cut them down into sheets and being made the shelves. And some of the sheets are these actual sheets in here.
Yep. Which that, by doing it that way, making sure we fitted about, made the closet 8 foot high. That was just one less cut that we had to do. So they sliced them down, and then we just were able to put the things up.
I'm laughing because she said that when we were buying the sheet, she kept saying, I am going to have them cut because it's going to be 8 feet and we're going to have to, it's going to be one less step. And I didn't know what the hell she's talking about the whole time. But here it is. This is an 8 foot piece of melamine.
Exactly.
I just wanted you to know that. She didn't know that till this very moment.
I didn't.
I would just shake my head like a good girl. So, babe, are there any things that you would do differently now looking back at what we have done? You did a great job, by the way.
Thank you. I've been thinking about this question, and I think maybe with the floor, because we had to do 3 coats of polyurethane on the floor. I think that we would have done more coats of the initial white paint first. And then
so when she says we used a white concrete paint, and I think I only did 2 initial coats, and I probably should have did 5 to make it durable and comfy. And
and then because it was over the concrete, a lot of the concrete was still kind of coming through on the paint, so we should have went over it a few more times, and then polyurethane it right away, or epoxied it right away, because we let it sit for like a day or so, and just that quickly it collected so much dust that we had to clean the floor again, and then paint it again, wait, and then do the epoxy over it. So the floor process was probably a little bit more time consuming than I would like it to have been.
Yeah. And so let's just talk about the floor really quickly. We elected not to do tile. We did look into some tile, and we decided that since we wanted to do the floors ourselves, because we did the closet ourselves, and we wanted it to, since we're doing a black closet, we want to do white flooring, and we looked at a couple different things and just decided to do it ourselves, and I think we did a pretty great job.
I mean, I love it. White and black with some sparkles. I don't know.
It's glitter. I don't know why you couldn't say glitter.
Glitter, sparkles, it's all the same to me.
No, sparkles and glitter. So.
Anyway, what else would I do differently? Believe it or not, I think I would have made probably one more shelf for my shoes. I have a little bit of room to grow, but maybe one more shelf, and I still may add one more shelf up there.
Up at the top?
Yeah. Okay.
This is a warning. Do not ever buy these pools. I purchased them from Amazon, but whoever this is, Hamidi, trash. They broke when you try to open the drawer, and then we had to cut those screws out. They sent replacements, and we couldn't even use them because we had to cut the screws off because they were so raggedy. Okay, I'm done. Don't buy those. That's Jenzai calling me. I'm going to call him back. Anyways, looking back, there's a couple things I did that without thinking. So, I wanted a big mirror right here because I thought it was going to be amazing. So I bought 2 sheets and put it together because I was having a hard time finding a mirror that was as wide as the wall and as high as I wanted, because I wanted it to be taller than me. And most mirrors are 62 inches or something, shorter than me. Anyway, so I wanted it to be taller. So I bought 2, those have to be maybe 40 by
36.
36 by 72. No,
it's
40.
36 by 48.
Yeah. So together it's taller than me. Yeah. So I put
8.
those on the wall.
3 by 8.
Yeah.
Or 3 by 8.
So I put the glass on the wall, and we didn't know what kind of frame we were going to put around it. So the glass is just up there, and then we finally went and looked for some wood and found it and put it on the wall. But had I been patient, I would have put the mirror together first.
Yes.
On some plywood and put the frame around it and had it all put together and put that on the wall. So that was a mistake I made. And then this right here I decided to do later because I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna ask. Because I don't know. I just did. I decided, you know what, Mia? I went to make a shelf, and I actually she got the wood for me, but I put this together because I thought I had space for it. So I kind of wish I had done that first because we did have to take off the facing, and then I had to repaint, and it's just time to do that stuff. So I wish I had thought about doing that first.
But that's okay because I mean
it's my first time.
Yeah,
I built this door myself.
Yeah,
and then it's cute because I know you guys saw me reach on top of it. My glass piece isn't here yet. I don't get it till Thursday, but I put a handle down here so I can pull it out. So I'm not pulling on the glass because this is real glass.
Yeah. That you got cut.
That I had cut at Home Depot
or
Lowe's. They don't pay me to do this, so one of those places. And this is such an awkward shape that I had to get a piece of glass actually cut from a glass maker. I think I went to Apodaco in Avondale yeah, you were. So anyways, they're gonna have my piece of glass ready on Thursday, and then I will have a complete shelf, and I won't be able to stick my hand through the top. It'll be a real shelf. Anyways, so I think that might have been the only thing that bothers me about what I did, except for painting that. I was supposed to repaint that today, and I didn't. So I'll get to that.
Yeah, but I'm glad you mentioned the mirror. That was definitely, if we could do that again, put the mirror together first. And what else? I feel like there's probably something else.
I don't.
But
I will tell you what the best part of the closet for me is these lights. We had these two boob lights that I hate. As a matter of fact, I almost want to go get it because it's right here and show you how ugly it is. Because I hated it. It looked like a boob and it's stupid. But not only did we find a new light, these chandeliers are amazing. You see this titty?
The titty light.
This is so stupid. It looked like there's a nipple off. There's a nipple on here and everything. I hated it.
Yeah.
So that was one of the first things I wanted to change when we moved in 2 years ago. So it was pretty amazing getting rid of that. And these are, we're watching another DIY-er, Rachel Metz.
DIY-er.
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 I don't know what. DIY person. Rachel Metz, and she redid her closet in black, which is, I was like, oh, that'll be smooth. And she had these particular lights, and I felt like they were specifically amazing for my wife. So
yeah, and the lights, we got white bulbs, so you could buy white bulbs or the yellow bulbs.
Yeah,
and we got white, and especially because since the closet is black, it's dark. So with the light, the white light, it really brightens everything up, which was necessary.
Absolutely.
And I just love the white look. Anyway,
I'm gonna watch you. Just kidding. Anything else you want to talk about before? Oh yeah. No, that was it. You want to talk about cost? You want to break that down?
Yeah.
Okay. So we purchased about 12 sheets of melamine, and you said they were about how much?
$28 a piece.
So that was $336. Floor epoxy. Epoxy clear coat itself is $105 for a box, and we bought 3 of those. So that was $315. The concrete paint was $30, and the black paint that we used for the room was $30, and also we were able to use it on the floor.
Yes.
And on any extras in black that is in here was we still have some extra paint. That paint that was well worth it.
Oh yeah.
And then I have a small jar of polyurethane that was probably $15. Glitter was $1 because I got it from the Dollar Tree. That's my favorite place. Oh, shout out to the Dollar Tree. Now this island. The island was basically free. Well, it was, basically free. And I say that because this was a shelf that was in my laundry room, and I'm going to redo the laundry room, which will be another show later. But I just pulled this out of the laundry room. Mia had some wood left, of course. I added this piece on here, and she did the 1x2 things and put it on there and made it look nice and pretty, and voila. I think I spent $15 or $20 on some hairpin legs to raise it up because it was a little short. But so this costed $15 to add to the closet.
I love
all of this. Oh yay! All of this, like these right here, are gonna be in the laundry room, but because I took this out of the laundry room, I needed to put the glass somewhere. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed watching us build our own closet.
Yes. And it was a lot of work. And I think
you're in frame with me.
The hardest part is, when you're doing DIY stuff, for me, I'm a perfectionist. And so if my corners weren't 90 degrees, if they were 89 degrees, it bothered me. And I just had to remember that even contractors don't get everything perfect.
Hell no, they don't, because this wall over here is warped, and I didn't put this wall up here. That's how the wall is. So yeah.
So
that's the other thing.
We worked so hard to get the wall, the mirror flat to the wall, and then the wall itself was actually bowed out. So it's like, it doesn't really matter how hard you work when you go into a home, unless it's custom built, especially like a typical builder,
like
it's
commercial,
it's not gonna be
neighborhood. It's not gonna be. Yeah. So, you'll have some stuff wrong. As a matter of fact, they're coming out tomorrow to fix my front door. Thank you, Guillen Homes.
Yeah, they're great.
Anyways,
I guess the other thing I want to say about why I'm happy we did it ourselves is because we could make adjustments as we went. Like we drew out the plan, we knew pretty much what we wanted, the sizes, but then once we started building it, there were a few adjustments that we made.
Oh yeah, I wanted to show the paper that you drew it on. I forgot where I put it. It's in here. Anyways, she did draw it out on a piece of paper, and we're gonna save that. But yeah, like if we want to add a shelf here, we definitely still can. A shelf here. There's space in here. Plenty of space for a shelf.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of this box that my wife made me because I didn't want a full shelf. I didn't want a full wall right here because I wanted this full-length mirror on the door, and I didn't want it to open to a wall, and she made it happen. You did a really good job. Okay.
Thank you.
First of all, this one box has almost all the pocket holes for more than any of this stuff. When I painted this, I was just like, can we be done with the holes?
Right.
So,
let me tell you a story.
Right.
When I was drilling them.
I know, I'm sorry. I forgot. I lost the footage. And then we still have a hole over here that I'm supposed to patch up, and I forgot. So
because I didn't even mention this, so the light switch, we bought a black, was it screwless face light switch? And so because
matte black, because that's what my wife likes.
So because my shelf was like right where the original light switch was, I had to cut a new hole, put a new box in there, and then move the electrical wiring up and rewire the light switch. So I love the black. So now we just gotta patch the hole up. But
yeah. And then we gotta fix this. I don't know what we're gonna do over there, but all in all, I could not believe we did it still.
Me neither.
I am super proud of the work you put in.
Thank you. Oh, and we can't forget about your bear skin rug.
Yeah, this is a DIY little rug action, Yeah. I actually bought this to make that. If y'all saw my bench episode, I actually bought this for the bench, but Mia saw this black and wanted it for this. So there you have it. What Mia wants, Mia gets. So
really.
You guys know I'm in trouble when her voice gets deep. Really?
Anyway.
All right, thanks, guys. Coming up soon, we'll be working on the laundry room. Our door for this is going to be really cute. We're excited to share that.
Yep.
And we actually started redoing our bathroom, which we'll be showing you guys that too. So stay tuned, keep watching. DIY coming at you. We're going to get this. I don't know. Anyways.
All right. 2 and 2.
I don't know what that means. Bye.
You remember Love Connection? He used to say, see you in 2 and 2. Okay.
She's old.
And we're out. Oh, okay. I hope it was still recording because it looks like my battery was dying.
Baby.
And you know we got to end the show with the outtake. So this here is supposed to be Tracy's shelf. Womp, womp, womp.